Hey all, just wanted to give an update to the Legends of Reach campaign coming soon. And the progress I've been doing. It's been a lot of work, but it's been very fun to do. In here we have the Milky Way galaxy, and then I have tediously mapped this out based on um, existing Halo lore maps. So above this red line is where the Covenant is inhabited. So they're over there. And this first part of the campaign is not worrying about them. So hence the big red line. Um, it's a big divider, not worrying about it there. Um, so we have the outer colonies here in orange and the inner colonies here in yellow, based on the lore of them being inner or outer colonies. Each of these represents a spot in the Milky Way galaxy where a human UEG UNSC colony is, um, all the way up to Harvest and all these extra ones as well. So these have been mapped out again based on Halopedia and on um, actual lore maps, which took a long time, but it's pretty close, pretty close. So the goal is that this campaign will focus on this sector of the outer colonies. Um, Focusing on all of these star systems here, which will be mapped out. So the players will be assigned to one of these to start, and then from there, once they accomplish their mission, they'll be able to choose any other star system they want to go to. Um, Currently, the ones that are mapped out are the Thrace system, which is with New Constantinople, and the Valence system, which is the Atlas and its moons there. Those are in progress, but all of these will be fleshed out. So let's look at the Thrace system. So this is the current map of the Thrace system as it stands. So we have New Constantinople here, Thracia here, which is a planet of my making. I've looked through Halopedia and mapped in any planets or moons of note in every one of these systems, and if there's nothing there, I filled it in with my own lore. So we have Thracia, which is inhabited, New Constantinople, which is the primary planet here, and then a couple of named planets that are not visible or not, colonizable, habitable here and here, um, with the Syncam here over for Jupiter, Jupiter. It's a Jupiter-looking gas giant, and then Puli for this small asteroid rock here. So the inhabitable mapped planets in this system with human colonies are New Constantinople, Erythracia, and Puli. And we have maps for each of those. Let's go to the New Constantinople map. And here we have that. Come on. Here mapped out, full map. We have different regions, cities, roads, all of that ready to go. We have ice, we have uninhabited areas. We have completely uninhabited areas over here, not claimed by anything. And then regions outlined by ownership and governorship based on who's in charge, and then capitals for each of those sectors and territories. Alongside, we have a very basic grid system up here. So this is all, again, random. This is all randomly generated using a map generator. I did pick out, what type of continents I wanted, how many regions, how many cities, all that kind of stuff, because it depends on each planet. For example, then we'll go to Erythracia here. This is a completely different one. It's supposed to be a cold, desert planet, but still, breathable and livable, just very barren, versus the more flowing, water planet of the other one. And if you zoom in, we see we do have hexes that we can move troops and stuff across as well. So if we ever do want to do battles here, we have the option to get to a very granular level as needed, or we stick to, a big, larger level. And the maps can be drawn on as well for front lines and, marked enemy territory, stuff like that. So this will be layer 2, or I guess 3 technically, after the solar system map to fight in and look around in. And then additionally, after this step, if you want to zoom in and say there's a battle between players here and, enemies, NPCs here, If they want to, they can so choose to do dice rolls, or if it's big enough or important enough, they can go into Halo Wars and fight it out in there as well as that extra layer right there. So each of these named planets that have human colonies on them will be built out, will be landable, traversable by players. It'll take a little bit to build it all out, but I'm in the process of doing so as well. And yeah, it'll be very, very interesting and fun. Kind of working on the Valent system here. The players will get a slightly different view depending on the planet, if they have satellites or not, what's enemy, what's friendly, was there an EMP blast, et cetera, et cetera. Do we know where the enemy is? Do we not know where it is? So that's great there. What I failed to mention here, the solar system map is where we'll do the space battles as well in Nebulous. So the fleets will be, moved around as needed, dictated by the players where they want to go. And then if there's enemy fleets and whatnot, they can try to move in and take them out. So that is the goal there for all of those. And in addition to that, we now have the encyclopedia, which is in progress, making really good progress on this. So this is the human colonies, compiled year 2505 at the start of our campaign here. And this is, again, I wanted to caveat, this is KC, or the Killsmith Cinematic Universe lore. It is not going to be one-to-one with Halo lore. I am not a Halo scholar. I'm a fan for sure, but we'll be fleshing out the dark corners of the Halo lore that aren't really, filled in. That's kind of the goal here. So it's going to be lore friendly for sure, and as close to lore when it comes to big events as well. But we're kind of fleshing out, ideas that haven't really been looked at before. So for example, we have the Thrace system, which there's not much known about on any sort of Halo Wikipedia. So then we have New Constantinople, year settled, military presence, last known rebel activity, if any, last UNSC chicken, which the year was, and what happened. And then after that, you have the breakdown of just a quick 2-3 paragraphs per planet on the explanation of what it is. Excuse me. What it is and what it's all about. So we have this for New Constantinople, Erythracia, and Puli, and this is all easily findable here with the heading system. This will all be fleshed out with each system and then notable human colonies in each system below that. So that is the campaign that I am building right now. It's going to be very expansive. Again, we're going to be covering, so let's say, 2 to 5 inhabitable planets per system. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 total possible systems. So there's going to be a lot to do, a lot of options to play around with and to enjoy. So it'll be very fun. So hopefully you guys enjoy the sneak peek here, and we'll see you back when there's a full campaign.